Pastor Josh here with a few tips on New Through 30, picking a translation. For many of you, you've never read the Bible on a daily basis, and this is going to be the first time. In 30 days, you're going to read the entire New Testament. But you're wondering, what translation do I use? I go into the bookstore. Maybe you don't even have a Bible, and you're buying a Bible just for this plan. You go into the bookstore, and you see literally dozens of different translations. Which one do you want to choose? Well, just to give you a few tips on translations, as most of you may know, the Bible was not originally written in English. The New Testament was actually written in Greek. This is John chapter 6. And so anytime you read an English Bible, you're reading a translation. So which one do you choose? Many of you probably remember having an old family Bible, a lot larger than this, but kind of shaped like this. Many of those Bibles were what are called formal translations, shooting it word for word. Others of you have been familiar with something like the NIV, the New International Version, is more of a dynamic. Now the difference being dynamic is shooting thought for thought, trying to convey the sentence in a way that we can understand it while still getting the point across and the message across. Others of you may be familiar with something like the Message. The Message is called a paraphrase, not so concerned with word for word or thought for thought, but understandability and readability. All of them are scripture. All of them are translations of original languages, just depending on kind of the purpose of the translation, whether it's word for word or thought for thought. Now, what I'm going to be reading is a combination of the Message and a couple of books that I received called The Voice. It's a series of biblical books translated in a very artistic kind of way. Much of the dialogue is written as a screenplay, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've never read them before. But my main concern, again, is readability. We want you to understand this. You'll be reading chunks of Scripture at a time, and we want to make sure you understand it. So I would recommend something like The Message or something like the NIV to focus on reading and understanding kind of the story. The goal of this is to get the broad overview of the entire New Testament. But anyway, regardless of which translation you use, read something and read something every day. We'll be coming back with you with a few more tips as we go along and some devotional ideas that you can do with your family. Excited about New Through 30. Hopefully you're joined with us. We kick off reading on Monday, July 5th, and we'll finish up. Our last day is August 1st. So the month of July is going to be all about the New Testament.